you've spent any time around Anthropic's products Claude, you would have seen two names that sound suspiciously similar, Claude Cowork and Claude Code. And there is no doubt that a small voice in your head has been quietly asking, wait, am I supposed to be using the developer one? Even the mere sight of code perhaps makes you sweat. Well, here's something to perk you up. You probably don't need to use Claude Code yet. The long answer is more interesting because the real recommendation depends on exactly what you do all day. First things first, both products are simply Claude underneath the hood. They're the same model, the same brain. The difference is the surface, what they're designed for, who they're built for, and what they actually let you do. Now, Cowork was built specifically for office workers. That's the whole point of it. It's the service you'd want if your day is in Word, Outlook, Excel, Notion, Slack, Xero, the standard stack. Code was built for developers. It can live in terminal or it can live in the desktop app, and it's wired to read and write code, run commands, and chain together long, complicated workflows. Code is genuinely far more powerful, and not just for code, and a growing number of non-developers are quietly using it for everyday office work because the gap is really that big. So which one do you want to start with? Well, if you're an office worker, we need to start with Cowork for 3 reasons. It looks and behaves like the apps you already use, there's nothing to install on your machine, there's no command line, and there's nothing scary about it at all. Second of all, Cowork has projects. It's the same concept you'd find in regular Claude. You can drop in your context once and have it persist across every conversation in that project. Now, Anthropic is genuinely investing in making this service incredible for non-developers, and that's the bit I love about them. The roadmap here is only going to keep getting better. The truth is, I think though, that most people will eventually want to graduate to code. It can run much longer tasks. Cowork will cut you off. Code will keep going as it has what's known as a longer context window. Now, don't worry about that term for now. Just know that it runs for longer. It can spin up parallel sub-agents. You can give it a job and it will quietly fire off 4 or 5 similar, smaller agents to work on parts of it simultaneously. And the throughput difference is very real. It can run routines in the cloud, workflows that you set up once and that run automatically on a schedule. These are now genuinely running in the background, even when your laptop is closed. So let me give you an example then. I have a routine in Claude Code that runs at 6 AM every morning. It processes my Readwise highlights, it drafts my emails, and it updates my Obsidian daily note. So when I wake up, that's already done for me. And you can't do that in Cowork yet. The reason I say eventually is because Cowork will, I think, catch up with code eventually. But here's a take I'm increasingly confident about. Everybody is going to need to have some basic understanding of code over the next few years. Not because you're going to write production level software, but because AI is so deeply entwined with code that the most powerful tools will keep being built for that surface first. And we will reach a point where software becomes so easy to make, you simply ask for it. And we're already spinning up unique pieces of software on our own computers already. I think this will just become more commonplace for office workers in the years to come, and the people who lean in early to that will be light years ahead of everybody else. So pick one. Use Cowork if your week is in Word, Outlook, Excel, Notion, and you want AI inside the apps you already use. For most office workers, you want to start here. Use Code if you've already got the basics down. You're comfortable enough with a little bit of code and a terminal style interface and a couple of commands, and you want to put the longer runs, parallel work and scheduled routines into action. This is the upgrade path. Don't use Code, however, if you are genuinely intimidated by it. Cowork will get you to 80% of the value with none of the friction, and you want to stay there until you outgrow it. You'll know when it's time to level up.